Good evening, my dear friend, and welcome. I'm Miles Thorne, and I'm here to guide you gently into a peaceful sleep with tonight's soothing story. A gentle voyage through the skies on a soft, pillowy cloud, drifting across pastel horizons and serene landscapes far below. This story is a journey of weightless wonder, where gentle breezes and soft sunlight carry you above tranquil villages, winding rivers, and rolling hills. But before we begin our dreamy ascent, I invite you to find a comfortable position wherever you are. Allow your shoulders to relax, let your eyes gently close if you wish, and begin to follow the gentle rhythm of your breath. Breathe in softly, feeling the cool air fill your lungs, and then exhale, noticing how you slowly sink into a calm and peaceful state. Let this be your moment of rest, your tranquil pause at the end of the day. Here, in this soothing realm of imagination, there is nothing expected of you, and there is nothing you need to do except let go and listen. As you continue to breathe gently, feel your body settling into a place of serenity. You might imagine yourself floating on a warm, comforting breeze. Know that this story has been crafted just for you, to guide you into a state of blissful relaxation, and, eventually, into the sweetest of slumbers. Everything is calm, everything is peaceful, and there's no rush at all. Let your breathing remain slow and steady as the tranquil moments that await you in the journey ahead. If you find these peaceful journeys helpful, I'd love for you to join our growing community here. Consider subscribing to the channel and clicking the bell icon so you never miss a new story. Your support helps me continue creating these gentle tales that guide us all toward rest and relaxation. If you'd like to support me further, you can visit my Patreon page. There's a link in the description. And, as always, I'd love to hear your suggestions for future stories in the comments below. Now, let's continue our peaceful transition to deep rest and begin our journey on the cloud caravan together. Before we float off on our cloud, I want to guide you through a gentle countdown to help ease any lingering tension from the day. This is a moment just for you, to soothe your mind, calm your body, and invite deeper relaxation. We'll count down from 5 to 1. With each number, you'll feel yourself drifting further into comfort, your body and mind becoming more serene and prepared for the tranquil journey ahead. Bring your awareness to the top of your head. Imagine a soft, warm light glowing there, as though the mildest morning sun is gently shining upon your scalp. Feel this light soothe the very surface of your skin. Any tension or worry collected there begins to melt away, dissolving like mist in the gentle morning air. The warmth cascades over your forehead, relaxing any frown lines or tension. Breathe in a calm, steady breath, and as you exhale, sense the light drifting lower, guiding your mind into an even calmer state. Your scalp loosens, your temples unburden themselves from the day's thoughts, and a delicate sense of stillness begins to fill your headspace. Shift your focus now to your face, feeling that warm light flowing softly across your cheeks, your eyes, and your jaw. If you notice any tightness, visualize it melting with every slow breath you take. Let your eyelids grow heavier, shutting out all distractions. The warm light soothes away any tension, smoothing your cheeks and jaw. Imagine that your breath itself carries comfort through your entire body. With each exhale, you release lingering worries and let them drift away as easily as a passing cloud in the sky. Allow the light to move down toward your neck and shoulders. Notice how the muscles there may have been bearing the day's weight, holding on to stress or tightness. As the warmth pours down over your shoulders, feel them sink and relax. Let them fall away from your ears, giving your neck the freedom to feel long and supple. Sense the gentle heaviness of your muscles letting go, relinquishing all tension. Envision any stiffness being carried away on a soothing breeze. With every breath in, you welcome calmness. With every breath out, you release tension. Now focus on your arms and hands. The glow descends in a slow, comforting wave from your shoulders down through your arms, flowing into your elbows, forearms, wrists, and gently into your hands. Let your fingers uncurl and rest softly. You might picture the warm light as a flowing stream, passing through your arms and out through your fingertips, carrying with it any last bits of restlessness. Your arms grow pleasantly heavy, fully supported by whatever surface is beneath you. Feel that sense of calm expand, allowing your entire upper body to rest in a peaceful stillness. Finally, bring that soft light down into your legs. Let it fill your hips, thighs, knees, calves, ankles, and feet with its comforting glow. Notice how your legs soften, as though they too are releasing the day's burdens, sinking comfortably into relaxation. If you sense any tension at all, let it drift out through the soles of your feet. Each inhale now delivers calm, soothing energy, and each exhale sends away any remaining heaviness. Your entire body is now gently settled, head to toe, in an envelope of warmth, calmness, and peace. Take a moment to notice how at ease you feel right now. Your breath flows smoothly, and your body is tranquil. You have successfully drawn closer to the gateway of slumber. Ready yourself for a story designed to lull you even further into rest. You are cradled by warmth, embraced by serenity. In this relaxed space, you'll find it easier to let your mind wander and explore. Imagine yourself standing in a vast, open field at the break of dawn. The air is still cool, but not cold, just a refreshing touch that energizes you gently. The sky stretches out above, painted in the soft pastel hues of daybreak. Pale pinks, light blues, and the faintest gold near the horizon. A few wispy clouds linger overhead, each tinted with pastel colors, like floating brushstrokes on a serene canvas. In the distance, you see rolling hills that slope gently into the horizon, and beyond them, just a hint of a winding river glimmering under the first rays of morning light. As you stand there, you notice that the grass beneath your feet is soft and dewy. Each blade sparkles with tiny droplets catching the early morning sun, reflecting little rainbows around you. There is a hush in the air, as if nature is still waking up. No sudden noises or rush, just a calm so gentle you can almost hear your own heartbeat in harmony with the breeze. Take a slow breath in, savoring the pristine air, which carries a delicate fragrance of blossoms and fresh earth. It feels as though nature has pressed the pause button, granting you a moment of pure peace before the day begins in earnest. In this quiet, your gaze drifts upward. One of the clouds in the sky appears to float closer, lower, yet gracefully. It's unlike any ordinary cloud you've seen. This one has a thick, pillowy texture, like a comforting cushion, illuminated by soft sunlight from within. It invites you, a serene presence in the sky, drifting as though guided by some gentle, knowing force. The subtle pink and lavender tones dance across its surface, and the edges shimmer in the early morning light. This is no regular cloud, you realize. This is your cloud caravan. Step by step, you approach it. each footfall a hush upon the soft, damp grass. As you near the cloud caravan, it gradually lowers until it is almost within your reach. The surface looks plush, as though made of the fluffiest cotton. You lift your hand and place it upon the cloud, feeling a slight, cool moisture at first, then a buoyant warmth beneath that thin veil of mist. It feels strangely solid, as if it wants to hold and support you. The cloud's surface trembles gently, a playful invitation, as though whispering, "Come aboard. Let us drift away together." With a soft, trusting step, you ease onto the cloud caravan. Much to your surprise, it cradles your weight effortlessly. You can feel the surface beneath you giving just enough, like the most comforting bed in the world. Yet it remains firm, anchored by some gentle, hidden magic. Seated upon the cloud, you notice it has a subtle glow, reminiscent of dawn's first light. The pastel hues shift gently under your palms. It feels soothing to the touch, almost reminiscent of plush velvet lightly kissed with morning dew. A mild breeze stirs, and you feel your hair lifting ever so slightly. Slowly, elegantly, the cloud caravan begins to rise, carrying you upward into the sky. As you ascend, the expansive horizon unfolds, revealing more of the rolling hills and meandering rivers below. The entire scene remains hushed and tranquil, as if the world senses the gentle magic of this cloud and hushes itself to watch in awe. Your vantage now offers a sweeping panorama of the countryside, soft fields that stretch into the distance, tranquil villages with little houses nestled like tiny gems, and ribbons of rivers glinting in the sunlight. The roofs of the houses shimmer in red and brown tones, while winding paths and roads connect each home, each farm, and each orchard. You can see pockets of green woodlands, leaves dancing in early sunlight, and near them, patches of wildflowers dotting the meadows like splashes of color. From your lofty seat, all of it seems calm and inviting, a world cast in gentleness. The cloud continues its graceful ascent. A gentle hush envelops everything, broken only by the distant sound of a breeze rushing through leaves and an occasional bird's melodic call from below. High above, the pastel sky shifts to a slightly deeper blue, painted with pastel ribbons of peach and pale lavender. The sun creeps a little higher, casting a faint warmth on your face and shoulders. It's a comforting warmth, neither harsh nor glaring, simply a gentle reminder of morning's promise. In the cool air around you floats the scent of fresh dew, and the faint sweetness of blooming flowers carried upwards from the fields below. As you sink deeper into the plush surface of the cloud, you sense your body loosening further. There's no place you need to rush to, no tasks awaiting you. All you need to do is bask in this weightless wonder. The breeze that carries the cloud is mild, just enough to ripple through your clothes without bringing any chill. It feels a bit like a friendly hand guiding you along an unhurried path through the sky. Close your eyes for a moment and simply listen. Perhaps you hear the distant murmur of a stream, the faint whisper of wind against the cloud's edges, or the gentle fluttering of wings as a bird drifts by. All around you, the atmosphere radiates a soft hush. When you open your eyes again, let the pastel hues fill your vision. Let yourself fully arrive in this magical moment, far from the concerns of everyday life. The cloud caravan is your sanctuary in the sky, a cradle of tranquility carrying you wherever you need to go. Nowhere in particular, yet everywhere your dreams might imagine. Now that you've settled upon your cloud, the journey truly begins. The cloud caravan drifts smoothly toward the horizon, following the gentle current of the morning air. Leaning forward, you can observe the tapestry of life below. Small cottages with thatched roofs, lined with fields of tall grass that sway like waves in a gentle sea. Patches of farmland dotted with tiny figures tending to crops. All of these scenes play out quietly, as if in slow motion, underscoring the peacefulness of this flight. As the cloud glides along, it shifts in subtle ways, giving you the sense that it's alive, a gentle, accommodating being, shifting under your weight to cradle you with each passing breeze. Every so often, you feel a soft dip, like a sigh, as if your fluffy companion is breathing. The feeling is soothing, reminding you to keep your own breath slow and steady. Inhale, exhale, let the stress of the day drift away. Below, the landscape changes from meadows of wildflowers to gently sloping hills. The roads become curvier, winding around pockets of woodland. When you look closely, you spot a peaceful village nestled between two hills, smoke curling lazily from a cluster of chimneys. In the central square, you can make out a small fountain glinting in the soft sunlight. Little figures, villagers, meander about, though they move slowly as if unhurried by the constraints of time. Your cloud continues along, guided by the invisible pathways of the wind. The pastel colors of dawn deepen into the mild gold of mid-morning. The sky remains gentle, with only faint, wispy clouds drifting by, perhaps distant relatives of the one carrying you. A soft warmth begins to soak into your skin. Every now and then, a cooler breeze comes along, providing balance, a gentle interplay of comforting sun and refreshing air. Beyond the hills, you see a broad, shimmering river winding gracefully through the landscape. Its waters catch the sunlight, reflecting ribbons of light back up toward you. The cloud caravan navigates in that direction, as if drawn by the river's brilliance. Drifting closer, you can see small wooden bridges arching over the water, and along the riverbanks, tall reeds and willows sway gently. The water itself flows steadily, a calm current that glistens in quiet perpetuity. Here and there, patches of water lilies float on its surface, their blossoms open to the morning light. You might even glimpse a fish flicking the surface, causing tiny ripples that expand outward in perfect circles. High above, you feel an urge to simply recline on the cloud's surface, allowing the soft mist to support you entirely. Go ahead and do just that. Ease onto your back and gaze up at the azure sky. White, feathery clouds pass lazily overhead, drifting with a grace that mirrors your own. Let yourself be mesmerized by the swirling patterns they create, like nature's slow-motion dance. There's no hurry, no rush. Each passing moment invites you to sink deeper into this sense of calm. You may become aware of the subtle hum of the wind, a soothing chorus that lulls you closer to sleep. Yet there is still so much to see, so much to savor. The cloud continues on, occasionally skirting the edges of other passing clouds, dipping just enough for you to sense a slight change in the air around you. Sometimes, faint, playful shapes appear. Maybe one cloud that looks like a whale or a graceful bird, drifting alongside before floating away on its own path. In these quiet observations, you discover a gentle joy, a childlike wonder at the artistry of the sky. As you proceed, the midday sun begins to mellow. The light grows softer, as if hidden by the luminous haze of scattered cloud cover. Below, the river now merges with a broader waterway, a vast lake shimmering under the sunlight. The lake's surface is smooth, like a giant mirror reflecting the sky's pastel palette. Tucked along the lake's shore, you notice a small town, perhaps a fishing village. Tiny boats, no bigger than dots from your vantage, rest at a modest dock. Even from here, you can imagine the gentle rocking of the vessels as the water sways them in a calm lullaby. Ahead, you see a range of softly rolling hills that gradually rise to meet a cluster of mild, forested mountains. The trees there are tall and abundant, their verdant green spanning the horizon. Some of the mountains shimmer with small waterfalls, trickling down their rocky faces before joining streams that feed into the lake. As your cloud glides closer, you can make out the glint of the sun on those slender waterfalls, a natural spectacle of sparkle and calm, each drop guided by gravity to the waters below. Every moment of this journey feels like an invitation to rest. The cloud caravan's gentle motion, the hush of wind, the pastel brilliance above and below. Everything converges to lull your mind and body into a deeper peace. You notice how the tension in your shoulders has eased, how your breath remains slow and steady. If you pay closer attention, you might realize that each heartbeat, each inhale, each exhale is synchronizing with the drifting motion of your cloud. Occasionally, a bird may fly at roughly the same altitude, gracefully passing you by with a curious tilt of its head, as though to greet this unusual voyager. You can almost sense the bird's peaceful acceptance. This is just another element of the sky's story. Perhaps the bird might let out a soft, friendly call, a gentle note that echoes in the open air. The cloud continues on, a reassuring presence carrying you ever forward. As midday shifts toward early afternoon, the light softens further, turning more golden, gently highlighting the curves and folds of the terrain. The hills below give way to gently sloping valleys, where you see more farmland, neat rows of crops, orchards with blossoming fruit trees, and occasionally a distant figure riding a horse or tending to the earth. Everything down there moves at a pleasant, unhurried pace, as though no one is in a rush for anything. The entire land beneath you seems to share in the tranquility of your cloud caravan. If you listen closely, you might even imagine hearing the distant, soothing sounds, a soft babble of a stream, the mild rustle of wind through tall wheat, or the distant bells from a church tower in a quaint village. These sounds mingle with the hush of the breeze around you, weaving a tapestry of calm. Gently, softly, you drift above it all, feeling safe and at peace. In moments of stillness, you can let your gaze wander to the horizon, where the sky meets the land, gently blending in a haze of blue and green, tinted by the sun's warm glow. That line between sky and earth might appear a bit blurred, as if the two worlds softly merge, a reminder that in this dreamy place, boundaries are ephemeral, and the everyday rules of life can bend toward your comfort. Over time, the cloud caravan carries you toward a region that feels more enchanted. Below, you notice a cluster of small huts with colorful roofs, perhaps bright yellows, blues, and purples. Surrounding these huts are whimsical gardens, blossoming with flowers of every imaginable hue. A winding creek meanders through, spanned by tiny wooden footbridges. It's a scene straight out of a fairy tale, seemingly untouched by worry. The creek glitters in the golden afternoon light, and the people below, if you can see them at all, move about in a peaceful, unhurried dance of daily life. From your vantage point, you can catch a glimpse of orchard trees in full bloom, their petals drifting on the wind like tiny pink snowflakes. The sight is mesmerizing. encouraging you to let your eyes close slightly, letting the swirling blossoms imprint themselves in your memory. If you take a gentle inhale, you might even conjure the faint sweetness of those blossoms as if it's carried up to you, a soft perfume on the breeze. This is the magic of your cloud, allowing you to be fully present in these tranquil moments, bridging the distance between you and the serene lands below. Occasionally, your cloud might pass behind the sheer veil of another thin cloud. You notice the soft drizzle of tiny water droplets, like a cool mist brushing your skin. It's not unpleasant or chilling, rather, it's refreshing, a light sprinkling that enlivens your senses. The droplets glisten on the surface of the cloud caravan, briefly sparkling like minuscule crystals before the warmth of the sun melts them away. Each gentle drizzle offers a reminder of nature's tender presence, ever shifting, ever fluid, and encourages you to remain open to the subtle wonders in every breath. Time flows in a relaxed current up here, measured not by clocks, but by the subtle changes in color and light. As afternoon progresses, you may notice the sun's position dipping slightly, hints of evening's approach glimmering at the edges of the sky. The wind remains comforting, lulling you with its quiet sighs. You feel the cloud caravan descend just a little, bringing you closer to a vast stretch of countryside. From this vantage, you can see every detail: winding lanes, lines of poplar trees that gently sway, and wide meadows dotted with grazing animals. Cows and sheep that appear content, unhurriedly nibbling the grass. From time to time, you might shift your position on the cloud, finding new ways to rest your arms or stretch your legs. Each movement is effortless, supported by the cloud's pillowy texture. If you let yourself lie fully upon it, your limbs sink into plush comfort, as though you're reclining on the softest bed. Perhaps you allow your eyelids to close for a moment, lulled by the rhythmic rocking. The quiet hush of the sky envelops you, giving your mind permission to wander wherever it pleases, if it wishes to wander at all. If you stay alert, you'll see how the landscape continues to transform in subtle ways. A patch of farmland may give way to a calm woodland, tall trees whispering in the breeze. Then, a glimmer of water emerges, a small lake or pond, ringed by delicate reeds. Migrating birds might circle overhead, forming graceful shapes against the pastel sky. Each small marvel catches your attention only as long as you wish to hold it, and then you can let it go, returning to the gentle peace inside yourself. This gentle drifting is accompanied by an underlying sense of wonder, a childlike marvel at floating upon a cloud. The world you left behind, any worries, any stress, feels far removed from this skyward sanctuary. Every breath you take seems to cleanse and refresh you, as if each inhale draws in the tranquil spirit of the wind, and each exhale carries away burdens from the waking world. Now, as the gentle day matures into a soft, late afternoon glow, you can feel the energy around you shifting. The sun's once bright rays turn golden and diffuse, painting the edges of each cloud with a soft, honeyed light. The cloud caravan glides steadily on, and you sense a deeper relaxation settling into your body. Each breath becomes an invitation to drift closer to sleep, as the pace of the story slows and the horizon is bathed in subtle shades of gold, pink, and lavender. In this suspended moment, let the motion of the cloud caravan rock you like a lullaby. Up here, there are no deadlines, no appointments, no responsibilities, just an open sky, a warm breeze, and the comforting support of the cloud beneath you. If you like, You can close your eyes and imagine that your thoughts, if they arise, float away on little clouds of their own. Each one vanishes into the horizon, leaving your mind clear, open, and serene. The world below seems even more peaceful now, cloaked in the approach of twilight. The outlines of the villages and hills blur into a gentle tapestry of silhouettes, touched by the fading glow of sunlight. You might picture small lanterns coming to life along village pathways, their tiny lights reflecting in streams and ponds like scattered stars. The hush of dusk is a time for winding down, for letting go of the day's last remnants and preparing for the restful night ahead. Above you, the sky transitions to soft, dusky blues and purples, with streaks of pale orange lingering on the horizon. The first few stars begin to peek through, twinkling faintly, as if shyly greeting the coming night. These stars are gentle companions, lighting the way for the clouds' continued journey, though no bright light is truly needed up here where everything feels safe. You sense a quiet hush sweeping across the sky, as if the entire realm is lowering its voice to help you drift even deeper. A mesmerizing quietness unfolds, one you can almost hear, a resonance of stillness that encourages each muscle in your body to loosen further. Breathe in, and with that breath, welcome a profound sense of calm. Breathe out, letting any tension slip away. Each inhalation is a promise of tranquility. Each exhalation is a gentle release from the burdens that no longer serve you. Somewhere in the distance, you notice the silhouette of another drifting cloud, illuminated softly by the golden twilight. It seems to tip its edge in a silent greeting, then continues on its own path across the twilight sky. The sense of community among clouds feels whimsical and comforting, as if these gentle, floating masses share a silent conversation, exchanging notes on the hush of day turning into night. In your heart, you might feel a warm glow, a serenity expanding from your chest and spreading through your limbs, as if joining with the luminous presence of the cloud caravan. Any residual thoughts or anxieties melt away under this glow. You may even visualize them as small, fluttering moths that gently drift off, drawn to a distant lantern before disappearing from view altogether. Allow your eyelids to grow even heavier if they wish, lulled by the silent lullaby of the sky. The motion of the cloud becomes more rhythmic, almost hypnotic, like the soft rocking of a cradle. There is a sensation of timelessness here, of simply existing in a space of quiet comfort. Notice how peaceful it feels to simply be, with no requirement to do anything or be anywhere. This moment belongs to you alone, free from interruption, free from expectation. As twilight deepens, the pastel sky now shifts to a gentle indigo. The scattering of stars above intensifies, each one shining more brightly, as if guiding you toward a state of ultimate rest. The air remains gentle, comfortably cool but never cold, and the cloud's surface beneath you is plush and welcoming. If you let your fingertips graze its edges, you feel a feathery softness, reminding you that this entire journey is born of dreams and peaceful imagination. Now, the light of day fades completely into a balmy dusk, and the cloud caravan continues its steady path across a starlit sky. You feel your breath slowing, your body growing heavier against the cloud's embrace. Yet there is no discomfort in this heaviness, only the gentle pull of deep, restorative sleep. As you drift, let the final flickers of consciousness melt away. The hush of the sky, the whisper of the breeze, and the lullaby of twilight all conspire to guide you into the realm of restful slumber. You may envision the cloud continuing on, floating across infinite horizons, carrying you safely deeper into your dreams. In this serene space, you are free to explore the landscapes of your own imagination, or free to simply rest in a cocoon of soft darkness. There is nothing left to do. No need to stir, no need to wake. The calmness envelops you like a warm blanket on a mild summer night, and you are gently, thoroughly supported. If any last echo of thought emerges, it, too, dissolves into the starlight, leaving you with a mind like a quiet pond at night, smooth, reflective, at peace. Feel yourself drifting, weightless and calm, your breathing slow and natural, your muscles relaxed. The cloud beneath you sways in a gentle cradle of soft winds, and the star-filled sky above bestows a comforting hush. Let yourself float upon this endless sea of tranquility, where each moment leads you deeper into soothing rest. May your dreams be as gentle as the cloud caravan that carries you. May your sleep be profound and comforting, filled only with the softest of visions. Rest now, dear friend, and know that you are safe, cherished, and embraced by the quiet magic of this night sky. Simply allow yourself to sink deeper, until sleep fully enfolds you, and the journey continues in the land of dreams. Safe travels and sweet dreams.